Hey guys, today we're going to be flipping this sample into 5 different genres.
What you say? That you only meant well, 'cause you did.
Also, I'd like to thank Simon Savita for giving me this video idea, so I'll link his channel in the description. Without further ado, let's get into it. So I have this wheel here which will help me decide which genre I'll decide to flip the sample in. Let's go right for it. Okay, off to a good start so far. You got trap. Alright, so I got the sample here. Let's see what we can do with it. Cut it here.
That you only meant well.
Alright, we'll cut that there. Alright, let's pitch this up.
What you say? What you say?
Let's raise the tempo. Run this. Since we pitched this up.
What you say? What you say?
Tempo still isn't right, so we'll tap it in.
What you say? What you say? That you only meant well.
Kind of want to chop this up.
What you say? Only meant 'cause you did. What you say?
Except for 4 bars.
What you say?
Alright, let's get the drums rolling. Gonna use this. We'll go for a 2-step. Lay this pattern down.
What you say? You only meant.
Alright, let's lay down some kicks. That works. Delete this sampler right here.
What you say? You only meant.
Now for the claps. That's the one.
What you say? What you say? What you say? What you say? You only meant 'cause you did. What you say?
Let's move on to the 808s.
A few moments later.
What you say? You only meant 'cause you did. What you say?
Let me just split this real quick.
What you say? You only meant 'cause you.
I kind of want to make an intro here.
What you say? You only meant 'cause you did. What you say? You did.
Alright, let's take a listen.
What you say? What you say? You only meant 'cause you did. What you say? You only meant 'cause you did. What you say? You only meant 'cause you did. What you say?
Alright, let's move on to the next genre. Hoping I get drill for this one. Oh. Alright, so this genre took me pretty long to make, so I wasn't able to make it on camera, but I'll show you what I did. So I first started off with this simple standard drum pattern with a couple of crash cymbals. Then I put this chord progression down here. This is what it sounds like. And then I used that chord progression to make the other saw waves in this song. Yeah, so the recording sounded terrible up until this point, so I'm just gonna play the full song.
A few moments later.
Alright, let's spin this thing. First, I gotta get rid of this. Then get rid of that. Here we go. House. I haven't done this one before, but I am familiar with the genre. So let's see what we can cook up. Alright, so for this, I laid down some standard drums. Just a simple 4 to the floor. Here's it with the vocals.
What you say? Oh, that you only meant well, 'cause you did.
And then I put down some chords here.
What you say? Oh, that you only meant well, 'cause you did.
Here's it with the bass.
What you say? Oh, that you only meant well, 'cause you did.
And I also put down some strings.
What you say? Oh, that you only meant well, 'cause you did. What you say? Oh, that you only meant well, 'cause you did.
Alright, let's see what genre we get next. Oh, let's go! We get drill. Let's go. Alright, this will be an easy one. Alright, so for drill, I basically chopped up the sample right here and put a lot of processing on it. Sounds like this. Then I put down some minor chords that are typical for this genre. Central C style. Then of course, we have the drums. Then we have the iconic 808s. And all together, sounds like this. Alright, last genre today will be ooh, 2000s. I haven't done that one before. Let's see what we can do. Alright, so for the 2000s beat, I decided to chop the sample like this. And for the drums, I decided to do this. You know, something simple, nothing too crazy. I also added this little fill here. Now for the bass. Yeah, I added this little thing right here to make it more jazzy. And for the keys, I decided to do this little synth right here. Kind of sounds like a cat, but it makes it sound more cool. And for the fill, decided to do this. You know, just little fills here and there. And this is what it sounds like together. I also decided to do this little quarter note repeat at the beginning. And yeah, that's the 2000s beat for you. Let me know what you want to see next, and thank you for watching.